We're in a construction zone. That means you better go the speed limit. Keep these boys safe. What's he doing? Taking a nap on the job. What's up, guys? Today I am riding the ZX-4R on the streets. Legally, I have a license plate and everything. And yeah, I'm gonna give you my honest review of the bike. I've had it for, geez, I think going on right about 90 days, so I guess this will be a good 90-day review. I'm gonna sneak right on. I'll get behind this guy, why not? I should probably tell you what this bike is. It's an inline 4, it's a 390cc bike, 399cc bike. Makes right around 55 horsepower or something like that. And so what's really odd about this bike, and honestly really unique, is they limit this a lot from the factory. So I believe that overseas they make about 75 from the factory, and you know, they're limited here because of emissions laws from what I understand. So you take this thing to a tuner, I mean, you throw an exhaust on it and take it to a tuner, dude, you're picking up 25-30 horsepower just right off the rip. Man, the one thing I don't like about this bike that I definitely could have changed is ABS. It makes it way harder to slide around. Not that I would ever do that, but man, as you can tell, it's not crazy fast, but boy does this sound good. I love this bike. I don't regret it for a second. Starting out, we actually went to a Yamaha dealership. I looked at, I think it was the R3. It's the first one I sat on, and it was really comfortable. I liked it a lot. And then I sat on the R7 because I'm like, man, the R3 is just like, that's not a lot of power at all. I get that I'm going to get a beginner bike, but that's a really slow beginner bike, you know what I mean? So I sat on the R7, and I mean, I liked it. It was a little tall for me. Kind of would have preferred something a little bit shorter, and also at the same time just didn't have that inline 4 that I was looking for. A few weeks went by and we ended up going to a dealership that sold Kawasaki's, because my girlfriend wanted to look at the Ninjas. And to be honest with you, I wasn't really thinking about getting a Ninja. I was like, I don't know, it's like, man, it seems like everybody has them. I don't want to just, you know, hop on the train. I was looking at a Honda. I think I was looking at the 650. Because I know that that was an inline 4, and then it had the easy shifter. So I was thinking about getting one of those. But we ended up going to the Kawasaki dealership, and boy am I glad that she talked me into going there first, because this bike is so much fun. We went in there, and honestly, I told the guy, I was like, I'm not really interested in the Ninjas, because we originally went there, I believe, just to look at the Ninja 500 and the Ninja 650. I was just hoping that if I went there and looked at them that I would maybe like one, and just like I thought, I ended up not liking either one, and it's just because of the inline 4 situation. I really wanted an inline 4, and then I kind of jokingly sat on this one because I thought it was much faster and a much higher displacement than it actually was. I need to actually go north. I do not want to go to bro. Anyways, like I was saying, before that truck rudely interrupted me by going the speed limit, I kind of jokingly sat on this one, and man, my feet flat on the ground. First of all, flat on the ground, really easy to maneuver. I sat on the 6R too. I'm kind of on my toes, and he told me that it was a 399, and then at that point I still wasn't convinced. I was like, man, I still need to go look at the Honda. I can't not go look at the Honda. And then he told me that you could tune these things and the power that you could pick up. And at first I was like, no, there's no way. But then I looked into it. And yeah, after a long, hard-fought day, we ended up actually buying the bikes. I took this one home. My girlfriend got herself a nice Ninja 500. They had to pull it from a different dealership, so we had to wait till the next day, and then they actually just delivered them to our house. Super cool. So yeah, now here we are. And I'm at like, man, I think 1,600 miles. To be honest with you, I broke it in really hard. I probably gave it about, I think I gave it about like 300 miles before I ever actually redlined it. But man, at like the 300 mile mark, I just started dogging on this thing. I was like, man, it's underpowered from the factory anyways, so hopefully I shouldn't hurt it. And man, 300 miles, that's plenty of time to break in a bike. I let it heat up and cool down so many different times. I went on a lot of short rides. Oh man, the power kicks in right at about 12,000. Before 12,000, it actually is not very fast. Pretty slow. It's hard to get in trouble on this thing, which I think is honestly my favorite part. If I was on a 636, or originally actually I wanted an R6, that was kind of my dream bike before I actually ever got on a motorcycle. I would probably get into trouble on that thing, I'll be honest with you, which is why I didn't get one. This thing, top speed on it's like 115. I only know because I googled it. Look at that water. Before I bought this, I almost bought a boat. Glad I didn't. This is way better. The starter on it is actually different from like all the other bikes. All the other ones, you flip a switch down right here, then you push a button and it starts it. This thing, you actually pull this down to start it. I think that's pretty cool. I'm unique, I'm different. It's got a screen on it, which is really nice. I can adjust it. I've got 2 different screen modes. I think this is like your more track focused mode. I just really like it because usually I'm staying within the power band anyways, unless I'm just cruising like I am now. You got 4 different rider modes. You got, you know, your rain mode, you got your normal mode, your sport mode, and then your rider mode, which you can customize however you want. I've got it set up basically at the most aggressive setting that you can get it at, just because I'm like, all the other ones are already kind of all the in-betweens, so it's the only thing left to do. Otherwise I'm just going to make another of whatever rider mode there is before. Plus this is good for wheelies because this has traction control and ABS. Man, as soon as I bought the bike, first thing I did, got my helmet, my gloves, my jacket, but this quad lock with the dampener too for my camera, because you know I occasionally full-time do tattoos, so I need a good camera. I can't be having it shaking and everything like that and messing up my camera. Ooh, that's a lot of gravel. Let's be careful. Oh! Oh, I slid out. Oh, I stalled. Damn it. Let's put this right here and give you guys a good little look at this bike. Oh, man. Look at the dirt on the tire. Oh, this is what I get. Isn't she pretty? Look at them headlights. The only thing I don't like about the headlights is, man, you kind of look like a car at nighttime. My girlfriend's got the Ninja 500, and every time she's behind me, dude, she looks like she's just a car that's way back behind me. Gets me every time. So now on to the real question, what did I pay for it? Ooh, another little burnout, let's do it. Ooh, bump! Oh, shit! So these things MSRP for about $8,999. And this is the ABS model, so I believe it was just a little bit more. I don't remember how much more. Maybe like $1,000 or something. All in all, after taxes, after the dealer fees, after your delivery charge that for some reason is like $1,500. I didn't pay that, but you know, that's what it is. I tried to get a 6R and they ended up hiking that up quite a bit, trying to charge me that for the 6R. I think I ended up paying right about $11,600 with gap insurance and the ABS model, taxes, everything included. So $11,600 for this. You got your inline 4, 55 horsepower. I gotta get a tune on it if I want to really go crazy. Ooh, something feels hot. It'd be crazy if there's some grass in there and it was on fire. I would freak out. Oh yeah. Look at that thing, dude. Insanity. It's so much fun. In my opinion, after looking at some of the other bikes, I think it was well worth it. If I could go back, I would do it all again, exactly the same way. Maybe I wouldn't get ABS, but other than that, yeah, I would probably do the exact same thing. This thing is a lot of fun. I honestly think that it's not for everybody. It doesn't have a lot of torque. You really got to rev it out. I don't think that this is probably the best beginner bike, just because you really don't get a lot of... See, running the red light? Is he doing that for a reason? Should I also run the red light? Is this broken? Let's see. The red line's at 16,000, and I've heard that actually after a tune it can go a little bit higher, which is just bananas. I don't even understand why you'd need it to go higher, but I mean, I definitely would want it to go higher. That'd be so cool. All right, I'm starting to understand why this guy ran the light. All right, we don't even have a choice here. Anyways, long story short, I love this bike. This bike is great. I don't regret it. I think that if you have maybe a little bit of riding experience, or maybe you have a lot of experience with manual cars and you're already pretty good at going fast, this might not be a bad bike for you. If you want the inline 4, if you want the high red line, if you don't mind having to rev out your bike to get power out of it, man, this is a lot of fun to ride. It's got a more aggressive riding position. I mean, I'm all the way forward, whereas in something like the R3, the R7, the Ninja 500, the handlebars are a little bit more narrow and in like this, which is more comfortable. You're more upright, but a little bit less, you know, kind of like that track performance feel. This thing feels like it's just made to go fast, except for when you go full throttle. Then it feels like it's like just, you know, trying its best. But anyways, if you like the video, like the video. If not, I'll probably never see you again, but you know what, it's okay. Bye. I messed that one up. I let off the throttle too quick.